Welcome to highlights from the 5th round of the CUPRA SimRacing Series from the legendary Spa-Francorchamps. And it was Florian Haase on pole position from Max Pfeiffer. Poor qualifyings from Alessandro Ottaviani, and championship leader Gianmarco Vitucci would leave them with the work to do. Great qualifyings from Division 1 debutant Matija Markovic up in 6th position. First race at Spa then underway, and it was Florian Haase leading from pole position with a comfortable lead down into turn 1. Pfeiffer would have Mikael Raikl trying to attack around the outside, but they would have to go single file down into Eau Rouge and up over the top at Radion, where Slipstream was the focus on that run to Les Combes, and Kirill Antonov was all over that, trying to get by Florian Haase's teammate Mikael Raikl, going around the outside through the first part of Les Combes and around the outside through Malmedy as well, would grab 3rd position. This battle for the top 10 reverse was intense. It involved two Mirror Esports drivers. It involved our championship contenders, Alessandro Ottaviani and Gianmarco Vitucci, after poor qualifyings. It was an intense battle with lots of contact. The concertina effect in full form as Florian Haase missed the first part of Les Combes. It would slow Pfeiffer down and allow Kirill Antonov to be properly onto the scene to try and grab that 2nd position from Pfeiffer, and that is exactly what he did down into Ravage. Gianmarco Vitucci trying to charge back up the order and get to the all-important top 10, be down the inside of Attila Dina and gain that spot. Alessandro Ottaviani having a very odd issue, engine cutting out and no power, would have to pull up the road, managed to get the car refired and then started challenging for positions. Once Vitucci got by Dina, he was allowed to be passed by his teammate Juan Manuel Gomez, and Florian Haase getting a track excursion over the top at Radion. This would give him a slowdown penalty, which would allow Kirill Antonov to grab the lead from him, and Pfeiffer would be soon to follow through. Finally would be able to serve that penalty, but Raikl and Pinsesh would also get through. Speaking of fantastic battles at the front, it was brilliant between Kirill Antonov and Pfeiffer. Out of the final corner though, the drag around the outside, and Antonov would pull firm towards the line and grab his 2nd win of the season, but only just. And that wasn't even the last drama that happened in the race. Gianmarco Vitucci, this for 9th spot around the outside of Martin Barner, would then sit in front of Barner, slow him down and allow his teammate to grab 10th position. And this was regarded as unsportsmanlike driving, giving the Italian a 20-point penalty. Antonov, Pfeiffer, Raikl, our podium. Pinsesh just missing out by the smallest of margins. Gomez and Vitucci will be reversed onto the front row of the grid with Bence Zupanek sitting in the wings. And so an all-team Fordzilla front row would lead us down into turn 1, but it was a poor launch from Juan Manuel Gomez. Bence Zupanek managed to get the jump and up into 2nd position, attacking Gianmarco Vitucci for the race lead. It was all clean and single file down to Eau Rouge and over Radion for the first time, and the focus once again was back on Slipstream as Markovic and Zupanek would take advantage of the two Fordzilla drivers. Markovic getting by Juan Manuel Gomez, and eventually Bence Zupanek down into Ravage would get by our race leader Gianmarco Vitucci. Martin Barner was a man on a mission. Around the outside of Raikl and a little bit of contact with Adam Pinsesh would allow him to gain 2 positions in one section of the racetrack. Haase would swiftly pass Markovic as Markovic didn't really fight it down into La Source. And then Haase would instantly go on the attack of Juan Manuel Gomez, diving to the inside at Ravage, making contact and almost spinning out the Argentinian driver. Markovic felt that now was the time to pounce back, and into Les Combes would grab a top 5 back from the German. Bence Zupanek, Gianmarco Vitucci for the 2nd consecutive race too. This is what we had to show. It was hard fighting between the two of them. Gianmarco Vitucci coming into the race lead at this point, but then not long after, Bence Zupanek with a little bit of contact would return to the race lead at Ravage. Lucas Vela with an enormous dive down into the first corner would create contact with Juan Manuel Gomez, and they would go side by side down into Eau Rouge. Gomez gaining from all of that, and Alessandro Ottaviani would also gain a little bit in the background. Zupanek then slowed down into Les Combes, lifted out, allowed Gianmarco Vitucci to take the race lead, but then a couple of laps later, Zupanek would slipstream his way back through. Eventually, Florian Haase would get by Martin Barner and grab the final position onto the podium. And down towards the last parts of the race, everyone concerned a little bit about incident points and breaching the limit to get a disqualification, so it was very, very careful. No car contacts. Bence Zupanek would cross the line to win his first race in the CUPRA SimRacing Series. Yet another thrilling fight between Bence Zupanek and Gianmarco Vitucci. Zupanek coming out on top this time. Florian Haase rising up the order into 3rd. Same with Barner from outside of the top 10. Next round, we'll head to the Hungaroring on the 19th of August. But until then, thank you very much and bye-bye.